Hello YouTube viewers. The zombie walk is tomorrow, so I decided to do a tutorial on zombie makeup. My costume is a hunter from Left 4 Dead 2. I don't have the sleeves on right now because it's a little hot for that and I'd rather save it for tomorrow. But I'm just going to do a generic zombie tutorial. Okay, so first you gotta make sure your hair is back if you've got long hair. So I'm just going to pin my hair back while your makeup's trying to dry. Okay, so first of all, you're going to need comb, some baby powder, a few safety pins, Q-tips, a brush, some contacts, contact solution, eyeshadow. Okay. First of all, before you do anything, you need to put your contacts in. The contacts are really important because they give that they add that extra touch. However, contacts do take me a long time to put in, so I'm going to stop the video here, and then I'm going to come back when I finish putting them in. I may only be able to get one in because these are old and they're almost expired, so they're very hard and very painful to put in for the first few minutes, so I may or may not have both in, okay? So, yeah, one in. But my eye isn't very happy about it. So I'm just letting you know what it looks like, and then I'm going to take it out. The contacts really didn't work for me because my eyes really don't like them, which is unfortunate, but if you have a chance to use contacts, use them. They're great. Okay, so first step, we've got baby powder. And what the baby powder does is it makes your face really pale. So instead of using like face paint, which is really sticky and can get very hot, especially if you're going to a zombie walk, which is what I'm doing, your face can get really hot and sticky from sweat. This not only softens your skin, but it doesn't get all sticky when you sweat. So yeah, here we go. So first you want to sprinkle a little bit on your hand like that and rub it in. And it's going to take a couple of layers before you actually get some sort of pale. And while you're doing this, try not to breathe it in. It's not exactly breathable. So see what I did? I put it on the corners of my cheeks, which gave me more use to blend it in. Also, if you're going on a zombie walk, please take note that it's going to rub off by the end of the day. Because I did this last year and it rubbed off by the end of the day. So you can see already how I'm starting to get even more pale and sick looking, right? That's what the powder does. Now I'm just going to put a couple more layers on and okay. So now you're really pale. You see how it looks really even and very pale? And it doesn't look like you've just caked on a bunch of white makeup. That's why I love this. Okay, so the next step would be to do the eyes. Now, zombies have very red eyes, so they're very dead looking, which is why the pink comes in handy. But what first you want to do, you want to take your brush and rim your eyes with the pink, like that. And what that does is it gives you more of a dead look. You will appear to be more sick. If you've ever noticed, like, somebody who's on their deathbed or whatever, they have very sort of red eyes because they're very sick, right? And you want to focus it right in the crease here, because if you get a lot of the pink in the crease, it gives it an even thicker look. And you want to get up right into your brow bone, right into there. Okay, so like that. And then down underneath. Give me that. Okay. So this is one eye. And then you're going to want to take a purple, like that. You're going to take a purple. And with the purple, you're going to go on the top up in here. Just very lightly up in here. And you can see a slight difference because it looks more bruisey. It looks like you've been punched in the face, which is kind of the look we're going after in the first place. So, yeah, then you got like bruised sort of eyes going on now. Now, if you have like a pink eyeshadow, it would probably work better than a blush. I don't have a pink eyeshadow, so I use a blush. So now you can see with the purple and the pink together, it looks very bruised compared to this eye. So you've got this one compared to that one. I'm gonna do this one after, and then yeah. Midnight blue. And the dark midnight blue is just gonna basically make it even darker, like more of a bruised look even more. So you're gonna want to put that more on the eyelid. And then in the creases. Like that. I mean, I accidentally squish the brush a little bit. That's why I messed it up. But I'm sure you won't do that. And if you do, just lick your finger and rub it off. And under the eye like this. Make sure to rub it right into the crease. Okay, so like that. And then it gives a very I'm dead. Okay. Okay, so now you want a little bit of white. And although you're only going to want a little tiny bit of white, and you're going to want it right in the crease here. And that just makes your eyes appear whiter. It's just an illusion check. This whole eye is pretty much done. What you might want to do is add a little bit of black and a little bit of green. And the green will give it, so here's some green. And the green's going to give it a bit more of a dead skin tone. So last time I checked, zombies were dead unless we're talking 28 days later zombies, in which they're just infected humans. But I'm going for Left 4 Dead, so I'm pretty sure they're dead. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of black on your lips, like this. And don't worry about switching brushes. The first time I ever did this, I had one paintbrush, so I have better brushes than I do. And rub it in here, like that. Okay, so I'm going to take your brush and blend it in a little bit more because the line from the shadow wand is quite harsh. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side.